Hello guys. Today I'll show data merging and reshaping again in Python, but I'll also show how to import data from local drive into Google Colab, and also how can you export data from Google Colab to your local drive. Plus I'll also show how to sort the data, especially how to handle the big data set here. So to import data into Google Colab from the local drive, first of all, you have to write these two lines. First line is you have to import a package called files from google.colab. So you have to write from google.colab import files. Then the second line is uploads equal files.upload. So that is second line of command. When you run this command, basically, then Google Colab will ask you from which local folder you want to upload your file. So if I run this cell, when it is asking choose files or cancel upload. If I choose file, if I click this option, it will take me to any local drive, to the Google Explorer. So I can select from anywhere. So I have an Excel file which is in download folder. Under this download folder, which is called rep_gho subfolder. Inside that, there is a called who_data.xlsx. So this is my Excel data set, and this is downloaded from World Health Organization website. So if I just click it, double click, then data will be uploading, but the uploading is taking longer time. You can see how long time it takes. Okay, in the meantime, we just become familiar with the who data. Data set is quite big. This is the Excel file. And if you see the number of rows are 71,000. No, 710,413. So nearly million rows. Or we can say 0.7 million rows. Why it is so big? The data is in long shape. What is long shape means? So the data for macro level data, basically, data is by country. The country name is not sorted here. Sorted means it should be sorted by alphabetic order. So country name, setting means country, basically, country name. Date is the year here. It is yearly data. Country panel data, we can say, country and year. And these are also indicator name because of the several indicators name. So indicator name means different, basically different variables. So or series name. In world development indicators, we call it series names. So in world development indicators, especially series names are in column, but year or date is in as a column heading. But here both date or year and indicator or series name are in the column. So that's why the data becomes very long, because, for example, for every country, for a single year data and one single series. So another, after some time, then it will be same year, but another series data. So like after some time, the country will start again with different series. Okay, somewhere from here, the country name will be started again, and series will be another one. Like that way it will go. And when for all the year that all the series will be finished, then that will be sorry, when a specific year data for all the series will be finished, then another year will be started. So that way it becomes very long. Also, this data also available for different gender, like male, female. So that's why it become very, very long, very, very long. Male, female, female, male. Data is not sorted nicely, so that's why it doesn't come in that order. We'll see in Python after sorting. So estimate, this is the data basically for every, so country Djibouti for 2019, and series is household air pollution attributable Dalis. It is basically how many years people live because of this air pollution. That is the indicator's name, and for female, and which is 2,809 days basically. No, sorry, how many people die because of this air pollution among 100,000 population. So that is 2,809 among female, and male is 2,076 male among 100,000 population dies. So whatever, every series, every year, every country data is in the one single column. For this data, you can also have the standard error and confidence interval, lower bound, confidence interval, upper bound. I think this data is not relevant, might not be relevant for your analysis, because they have probably calculated some data, and also they have estimated the confidence interval, you know. So these are estimated data, as World Health Organization estimated this data, and they have also estimated the confidence interval. So in this data, there is another variable which might be important, which is country type, whether it is lower middle income country, or low income country, or high income country. So country type based on their income category. That is, I think, World Bank income. The World Bank has categorized this country by high income, low income, upper middle income. Okay, so this is the Excel data, and the data sheet name is, worksheet name is sheet 1, SHEET 1. That means in Python, when you import the data, you have to specify the sheet name. So data is still coming. You can see 79% done only. And when data will come 100%, then basically the second line of command, which is you are importing the data. When data will come, basically data will come in Google Colab in the files option, like here. The data has already come, because previously when I ran the file, data has already come. So previously I showed how to import data from Google Colab, basically mounting the Google Colab. At that option, you have to take the data into Google Drive. You have to upload. Then after mounting, you can import the data from Google Drive. But here it doesn't need to do that. You can directly do from the local drive. But when you say uploads, then from the local drive, data will come here, not inside the drive option. If it is coming inside the drive option, that means you're uploading data into the Google Drive. That is Google Drive. But here it will come directly to Google Colab. So, and you can also delete it. And if you delete it, then again you have to run these two lines. If you don't delete, then two lines for the second run or another runs, you don't need to do that. you can off them by just giving hash sign. I mean, you can put them under the comments because the data is already here. Data is already here. Okay, so data has come 100% done. When it is 100% done, then you can run the next command. As I said, be careful. If this is your first cell of commands, these two lines, then this line you cannot run if you don't import pandas, like import pandas as PD. You have to write that first. Okay. If you run that, then the next one, this line will work, because for every import, every data import, pandas is necessary. Pandas is necessary. Though you have another package to import the data, which is called big data package. That is called there is another package, another program you can use for, basically that is used for the big data. PySpark, Spark is Hadoop, is used in Python. It is called PySpark. So PySpark is another package where you can import big data, and that is another way of writing the command. So then you need PySpark package, but here we are using pandas package. So that's why you need to import pandas as PD. As I have already I have already have this command before these lines, because this is not my first lines. So that's why it is I think what number it is. It is 62. 62 number lines. So that's why I don't need to import. I don't need to run this command. I can directly run this one. So as you know that this is the same as before, which is pd.read underscore Excel. If it is Excel file, if it is CSV file, you have to write underscore CSV. Then you don't need to put the any worksheet name. But when it is Excel file, you have to specify which worksheet your data is in. So my Excel file name is, as I have shown you, this is the Excel file. What I already upload here. As I do the second time upload, then it becomes 1 within the bracket. I think we can delete it. Data is quite big. It takes little time to execute. So you can see the execute time, 1 minute, 1 minute, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. I think when it is big data, then PySpark would be the better option to import the data. So whatever, I mean, this is taking a longer time, and in the meantime, you can see that when the run is executed, the run is complete. I mean, in this run, you can see that I have given a data frame name. When I import this data frame name, I give df underscore who. Data frame name, it can be any. It is up to you what name you are giving, as I said before in another video. So if you want to see the data after writing this data frame in another cell, if you execute that, then you can see the data. And data is as it is, what you have seen in the Excel file. Setting means country name, date means year, source means what is the source of the data, indicator, abbreviation, that means indicator name. What is that is the abbreviated name as it is here. So indicator, abbreviated, source, setting, date, dimension, subgroup, So dimension means gender, subgroup, gender name, male or female. Estimate means this is the main column of the data. Okay, so this cell has completed to run. Basically, it took 3 minutes 55 seconds. You see, almost 4 minutes because of the size of the data. The data size is very big, very big. Okay, as I said, after running this line, you can see the data by running this cell data frame after writing the data frame name. So data is quite big. If you want to see, you have to scroll, not this whole page. Also inside this, there is another scrolling for only data. See how many rows again? 24 columns, 710,412 rows. Or you can say 7,10,412 rows. That means nearly million. I mean 0.7 million, you can say. So you cannot see the whole data file together, but if you want more, then you can click here, convert this data frame to an interactive table. But it has too many rows, that's why it will not be able to do that, I think. Warning, total number of rows exceed max rows. So maximum is it can do. However, it has shown some I think around 2000 maybe rows. Sorry, 20,000 rows it has shown already. So in one page you will not be able to see. You have to go page by page like that way. Whatever, as you understand the data, then next option is if you want to see the data in nicer way, you can you often need to sort the data. So sorting in Python is also very easy. You have to, so this is the new data frame name after sorting. It is up to you if you want to have this new data frame name, or maybe you can keep it old data frame name. It is up to you. But once you do that, this part is your part, whatever name you can give. But this part, it depends on the command and data name, previous data name. So previous data frame name is df underscore who, which is the just this one we made, we imported df underscore who, and that is sorted here. So data frame name dot sort values underscore values. This is the part of the command. You have to use it. Dot sort underscore values. Then bracket, first bracket, by equal. That is also part of command. By means by what variables you want to sort it. So I want to sort it by setting means country within inverted comma, double inverted comma, then this comma, then date means year. Sorry, date means year. Again within inverted comma, double inverted comma, then normal comma, and indicator name means series name or variable name, and then by subgroup means gender, male, female. Okay, so if you run this line, and data will be sorted, and after sorting, if you want to see the data, this data frame, you can write it here, run this cell, then you will see the data. Now it is sorted. Sorted means say like country. Afghanistan has come first now because alphabetically it will come. So Afghanistan, Afghanistan, Afghanistan. And date is also sorted. Now the first year, 1961, has come first because data has started from 1961. Then indicator name is also sorted by alphabetic order. So infant mortality rates has come first. Then gender, subgroup. Female come first before male because F letter is before M letter. alphabetic order, you see. Female come first, then female, male, female, male. So every series, yes, every series has come for different gender, female, male, female, male. So infant mortality rate, female, male. Under 5 mortality rate, female. Under 5 mortality rate, male. But same country, same year. So in this country and year will be finished, and another country, same country, another year will be started. Like that it will go. That's why it becomes very long data, very long. Okay. So sorting, sorting means to understand the data behavior, it's sorting needed. Sorting is not mandatory part, but sorting makes, give you better feeling, better understanding of the data set. So sorting in Excel file is also possible. You can do also sorting in here, but I think here sorting not that easy. Sometime it can be, you cannot specify for more than one category, but in Python it's very easy to do. You can sort by as many as variables, or maybe by only country or by only country and date. Now I have put 4 categories here, and the sorting, we are getting very nice picture of the data by this way, which is better way of doing sorting here than Excel definitely. So to understand the data more, you can also see the how many series or how many variables here available. You can see the series name, like indicator name, just data frame name after sorted, the data frame name. Then within the bracket, you can fill the series name or indicator name variable. Variable name is indicator underscore name within the inverted comma dot unique. Then you will see all the series name under this column heading indicator name. Sorry. Yes. So indicator name from the very beginning, I think it has come alphabetic order, I think, not alphabetic order. Maybe okay, whatever the order in the data, it has come in that way. Okay, then what you can do, it is optional thing. You can choose the data for a specific gender or for any specific series. So like subgroup is the gender column heading, male, female. So I can just select the data for only male. How? So I give a new data frame name, which is called df underscore who underscore male. So after sorting, this is the data frame name, previous data frame name. Then again the same data frame name, previous data frame name after the bracket. Then I put subgroup as a column heading. Under the subgroup, equal double equal sign is equal to male. So I've chosen under the subgroup, which is male only, and then data subgroup of data has been selected. So this way you can take the subgrouping or you can split the data even by number. So for example, if subgroup under this data, the male female is not there, might be there is a number 1, 2. Then say if female is 1 and male is 2, then you can put instead of male the text, you can put 2. Okay, if you put 2, then only the 2 for the 2 only the data would be selected. Similarly, you can make it less than or equal sign. For example, data is a quantitative data, and then in the variable you can say, for example, less than 2 or more than 2 data, or whatever the value more than 2, I only want that kind of data. So you can also select the specific that way also. So that is splitting the data or subgrouping the data, which might be needed according to research idea. But here I'm not using this, but I just show how to split the data. Might be, as I said, it might be needed for your research. So it is up to you. If you need, then you can split that way. But in my next analysis, I am not using that split data. just for showing purpose, I did that. Okay. Now the collapsing the data. Collapsing I have already seen in my previous video. Collapsing is same way of command. So I'm collapsing in my main data after sorting. So that is df underscore who underscore sorted. And I give new data frame name. It is called df underscore who underscore total. And dot group by is a part of collapsing command, because by which group you want to make this collapse. So collapse means I'm taking the summation of male female category. So some specific data, so like child mortality rate is available for male and female, I mean male child and female child. Then I can take the sum basically to get the overall or total mortality, combining male female. So that's I give sum. But for any specific series might be needed to take average. Then you have to use the mean instead of sum. So I use dot sum here, and by which category I want to have this sum. So that means country, setting means country, date, indicator name, and the country category. Category means based on the income the country has been categorized by World Bank. So if I do that, so that means my data frame will only keep these specific variables only. So that it will keep. So if I run this command, if I run this command, and also data has come with dot reset underscore index. As you know that what is the purpose of this part? It is basically making the all column heading into the same line, same line. So you can make it a different line after having this collapsing means group by. But I made it in one single line. That means it will be collapsed plus the column heading will come in the same line together, together. So to avoid another line. Okay, I run this command, then I run this command, then you will see the country, the data has been short now. So the column will only be kept by the group by the by things like setting, date, indicator name, and then WB income is 2022, which is another column heading for the country category name. Then estimate is our main data, main variable, how the data is available for every country, every year, every series. So that is the group by command scenario basically. So data will be left, what variable you are making sum or average, and what variable you are putting as a by in the by option, group by option. These will be left after this command in the data. Okay, then reshaping data into wide format. So data is already in very long format. So I have to take basically the series name or indicator name as the column heading, because that is the panel data format. We want to make the proper panel data. Panel data means country and year or date will be columns, but series name or variable names will come as a column heading. So I have taken that after this command, which is called dot pivot. Pivot is basically making reshaping from long to wide. For long to wide, dot pivot is the option if you see my previous video. So here, so this is my previous data frame name, df underscore who underscore total dot pivot. Dot pivot is a part of command, and index equal after the first bracket also part of command. Then you have to put the column name, which is setting, date, and WB income 2022, which you want to keep as it is, okay, as a column heading. But your indicator name, columns indicator name, will be um, converted as a column heading. I mean, all the categories under indicator name will be converted as a column heading. And with this, under this column heading, which values it will keep? That is estimate. That is estimate in the previous data. Estimate means it is keeping all the data, and so that column heading will be filled by this estimate command. So the columns equal is a part of command after this comma, which is indicator name, which will be wide. I mean, its name, indicator's name will be column heading, and which values will be inside this column heading. That is values. That is part of command, and within the what values it is? It is estimate column in the previous data, which is estimate column. And again, dot reset index, I made it here, underscore index, I made it here so that all column heading is in one line. As I said before, you can do it in separate command, but I made it in together so that after that command, the data is already in, I mean, column heading is in the same line, you know. So as you see, the series name or indicator name has come as a column heading, and inside that the data is from the estimate. So most of the cases in the early years, which are NaN, means no data available, no data available. And you can check, okay, probably I did not run this command. You can check which series has how many years of data, or how many samples, or how many times data is available, you can say. So okay, I think probably here I have shown, not probably, I have shown here also you can reshape the data by keeping also the subgroup. If you want to have the subgroup also into the data, like male, female subgrouping, then you can also do reshaping, same way, but here you have to put subgroup. So basically you're using now the which data frame, which is df underscore who underscore sorted. So that means the original, after sorting the original data. In the previous reshaping, I used wdf underscore who underscore total. That means what I collapsed. After the collapsing means male female, I have collapsed here, make the summation of male female. But if you don't do, if your data or if your research requires also male female data, then you will not use any collapsing. Then you can reshape the data keeping male female category also, which is what I did here. So for that, similar way of reshaping, but you are using the data frame after the sorted. Then command is same, but inside this by category index option, you are putting subgroup, which is gender option, you are putting subgroup. But in the previous reshape option, subgroup was not there, and other things are same: columns, indicator name, and values estimate. Other things are same, but here I did not put any dot reset index. If I put dot reset underscore index, then what is the difference? You can see, you will see that this column heading will be same line up with this index column heading. So now setting date subgroup, W income 2022, these are lower than other column heading. So if I run this command now, and if you want to see the data, you'll see that after reset and dot index, the things are now in the same level, you know, the column, all column setting are in the same line. Whatever. Now again, if you want to see the all column headings, you can have this command, which is called list and the data frame name. Then you can see all the column headings, all the column headings. Which is started from setting, means country, date, subgroup, country category name, and all other, you know, indicator name, because they are now column. Okay, but most important command might be this one, to see that which series has the most data, because as you see that many series has no data. NaN means data cells are empty, there is no data available. Also you can understand here, like in the setting, in the estimate, see there are 0, 0. 0 is a part of data, but somewhere it is also no data. Say like cells are missing, as you can see. I saw that some cells are empty. Some are zero. Uh, so this is also very tricky part of data analysis. Sometimes empty means zero, sometimes empty doesn't mean zero. So it is the matter, case to case matter. You have to understand which data it is, which series it is, and whether zero means empty means zero, whether it is not or it is. You have to understand from the data behavior. But some cells are actually zero, sorry, actually missing. Some are zero, so zero might be missing here, and or it is actually missing means no data available. No data available means it can be either zero or non-zero. But if it is zero, that means it is actually zero. The estimated value, the data is zero about a specific series. So now it is the part of research. If it is non-zero means, sorry, nan means it should be zero, then you can fill the cell nan into zero. That is another command, how to replace in a specific cell. You can do that, but I'm not showing here now. Whatever, if you want to see which series or which column has the most data, then that is the order it makes. So if it is like dot value counts, so indicator name is the column heading. Basically, it is before reshaping the data frame name before reshaping. Before reshaping, indicator name was one column because it is a long format. Under the one column, and all the category will come with value count. That means how many times that series or indicator name repeating. Okay, repeating. That indicates based on the data. Based on the data, how many times data is available. For example, okay, oh, I understand now. I understand now why it is missing. Because some data, so travel distance to obtain SST products, only 20 times it is repeating. So that means the data is available for 20 times only. But other times data is not available. If data is not available, basically in the Excel file, nothing is showing. Excel file is showing the data for every row. But how will you understand this? It is big data. It is difficult to understand. For example, for 2019, this specific indicator name is not available. There is no data for this 2019 for this country. Okay, so that means in the Excel file, the country name will be missing for that year 2019, and indicator name is also missing, and definitely then male female is also missing and data is missing. So there is no data, there is no row for that specific year. So as it is saying, like okay, daily tobacco smoking among adolescents. So daily tobacco. Okay, if I say tobacco, I just try to find out tobacco indicator. Uh, Tobacco, sorry, double C. Hmm. So see the tobacco use among adults. So this data is available for few countries only. So Iraq, Sweden, Angola, only 2018, for example. 2018. current tobacco use among adults. So the daily tobacco smoking among adolescents. Daily tobacco. Okay, I write the whole thing. Daily tobacco smoking among adolescents. Then you'll see that data is not available much. I just find the exact. Okay, it has come. So daily tobacco smoking among adolescents. So now you can see that data is available for 2020 to daily tobacco, not cigarette smoking, daily tobacco. So from this row, it has been started. We just see. See, data is available for few countries, only 2020. Only 2020. Daily tobacco. That means in this, for a specific series, data is available for only few country, only for 2020. But when data is reshaped in Python, so Python is reshaping for all the series and for all the year available. So for any specific series, the highest year available from data from 1961, for example, highest year data available, highest number of data available from 1961 for any specific series. But from some specific series, data only available for the last year, 2020, as it is like the adolescents tobacco, as you have seen that. So, but when it is reshaped by this way, then basically it is making the column heading for all the country and all the year from 1961 to current year. When the data is not available in Excel file, then basically it is keeping all other year and all other country as missing then. Okay, so data is available for only few countries and only 2020, but for all other countries and all other year, this under this series heading, when it is reshaped, the data will be put as none. That means missing. No data is available. No data is available. So that means in Python, none means basically no data. When it is 0, 0 is your data. So that is the very critical part to understand the data after reshaping. So for example, even this specific series, the first series, 13 to 15 years old, any alcoholic beverage consumed in past 30 days. There is no data for Afghanistan in 1961. Basically, most of the series Afghanistan data is not available in the past days because Afghanistan data collection has been started just after a few years ago. So you will not see any data for us, specifically Afghanistan. Most data is not available in those days. That's why it is nan. Okay, so as I said, this command, the dot value counts after the giving the column heading, indicator name within the data frame. So data frame name, bracket, then column heading, indicator name, then dot value counts. If you give that, that is the, table showing with the frequency. As you can say, frequency means how many times this category has been repeated. So it is repeated 11,527. So that means most of the data is available for that many times. And other things, as we have seen, 8 times only available this data, daily tobacco smoking among adults. So if you want to do a research, so you have to also consider which series has the most data. So definitely you have to choose the series or variable according to that. In this analysis, I don't have any specific research in my mind. So in this analysis, I just took the first series here in this order, where the most data available, 11,527. So then I just splitted the data. I have subgrouped the data for only a specific category. Subgrouping one is by row. Here I am subgrouping means I'm just choosing specific columns, column wise. And by row means for one specific column, you can choose how many rows you want. As I said, for male female category, I have chosen I have splitted the data here. I just split the data by column heading. So here I give another data frame name, which is df underscore who underscore total underscore void and underscore final. That is my final who data, and which is I made final on previous data frame name, which is df underscore who underscore total underscore void. So that was not final. That's it. So in that data, there was a setting column, date column, country category column by income, and now I have chosen specific series or indicator name under 5 mortality based on this under 5 mortal. Okay, I choose this one under 5 mortality. Under 5 mortality. Okay. So whatever series, sorry, columns you want to choose, you just put the column heading here within the inverted comma and then normal comma. Then basically as many as you put, that many column we will see in the new data frame here. So basically series name, I choose only one. So after that, if you run this, and if you then run, if you want to see the data, final data, then basically you will see this data. So here I only get under 5 mortality as I have chosen here only the one series. There are too many series and series names are very big. Okay. So now, as series names or indicator names are very big, I just rename these. Also, I put the country, instead of setting, I put the country date. Instead of date, I put year and country category name, like that. So renaming the variables or column name. If you want to rename the all columns in an order, then you don't need to put old name or new name, as I explained before in the previous video. Here I make the column heading name rename with this order. So first column before it was setting, I made it country. Here setting, make country, date, make year, and country type WB income 2022 becomes third column becomes country type. Then under 5 mortality, the fourth column under 5 mortality, the big name becomes just under 5 mortality. Remember, this is the index name, indicator name here. This index name, this is not part of the column. It comes automatically when for any data in Python. It is index name. So then basically the column heading will be changed accordingly. Whatever name I put here, then column heading will come here accordingly. Okay. So once we get our final data from World Health Organization dataset, after reshaping, merging, after reshaping, collapsing, and subgrouping, then after getting the final World Health Organization data, then we can merge the data with World Development Indicators. As you know that World Development Indicators from my previous video. That is, I gave the name, which is TF1 underscore WDIs. That is also after reshaping data format. In the WDIs, I have data by country, year, and GDP per capita, life expectancy, literacy, credit, private, mortality. So this country, year, GDP per capita, life expectancy, literacy, credit to private, and mortality infant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 series from that World Development Indicators, and country and year, these are the IDs. So these names should be same in World Health Organization and also the WDIs. So both data, when you merge two data set, IDs should have same name. So by what IDs you want to merge two files, based on what IDs, then those ID names, the column names should be exactly same. So that's why I gave the column name here in World Health Organization, country and year. because the country and year, also these are the name in the world development indicators. If you want to see world development, so WDF underscore WDS, that means it is very early stage what I did. Like this one, you see, this data basically after reindexing, it is like that. The country and year, the country and year, okay. Like these ones after reindexing. Yeah, this one after reindexing and renaming the column. So this is the file. World development indicators after reindexing, renaming, and reshaping. So this is the DF underscore WTIs. So you see country and year, the IDs in panel data. These are the name. So in World Health Organization, I also gave the same name exactly, and then I do the merge. I do the merging. Okay, so for the merge, merge also is very serious part of data analysis. Merging, it should be it should be done very carefully, though it very simple here. The command is very simple. So I gave after the merging, I will have a data frame. I gave the new data frame name after merging, which is df w underscore wdi and underscore who. As I merge two data set, that's why I give this name. It is up to you, whatever name you give. So df underscore wti. So merge with what data with what. So I merge with df1 underscore wts means I merge with all development indicators data. What data I merge? That is dot merge. I merge the World Health Organization data. What is my final data? This is a very big name, long name I gave. And these are the part of command. How means how you want to merge. So I made inner option. Inner, instead of inner, you can put left or right. Inner means when country and year exactly matches into data file, those row matching will merge together. If they are not matching, so for example, Afghanistan is not available in world development indicators for other year, only available for 2011. But in World Health Organization data, Afghanistan is available for other years also, 2010, 2009, 2020. But what is the issue after merging? As only 2011 data available for Afghanistan in World Development Indicators. So after merging, only the one row will be will remain, because World Development Indicators only have the data for Afghanistan only for 2011, though it has data for more years in World Health Organization, but after merging, those year will be dropped. So when you give inner option, that is the case. But when you give, say, right option, so the right option means then it will also keep all the years data for Afghanistan available in World Health Organizations. But then it will keep missing for other years for World Health Organization data, because GDP per capita, life expectancy, literacy data is not available, say, for example, 2010 for Afghanistan. So then basically, if you merge with right option, 2010 data will come from World Health Organization data, which is basically one indicator only, which is under 5 mortality. So then under 5 mortality data will have for Afghanistan for 2010, but there will not be no data for GDP per capita, life expectancy, literacy, credit to private, mortality impact, and those will show as a missing NaN. But for research purpose, most time we need inner option, because inner means we are having the data which are just matching. Because even if you get the more data, for example, if your analysis or regression analysis, you need all the series together. Then even if you have after the right option, if you bring the data from World Health Organization for other years and other, say 2010 or 2009. But as GDP per capita is not available for those years, or life expectancy is not available for those years, Then in the regression analysis, the data regression will not count data for other years from World Health Organization under 5 mortality, because GDP per capita is not available for that year. Life expectancy is not available for that year. So that means ultimately regression will use inner option data. So once you do the merging, once you do the, so see here on means by which IDs you want to do merge. So I do merge by on not only country, it is country and year together. Before in merging option, I have shown for only country, and here it is country and year. And in the previous video, I have shown also if country name is mismatched. So for example, maybe country is available in both, same country name is available in both data file, but in one country, Afghanistan is written slightly different as like Afghanistan. So one file is written instead of GH, one country has written, one data file has written only Afghanistan, H is missing, but another country has written Afghanistan, H is there. So then you have to make, because country name is same, you have to make exactly same name in both file. You have to rename either Afghanistan to Afghanistan or Afghanistan to Afghanistan. You have to make the same name to merge. What is, I have shown this thing in my earlier video. So, okay, after the merging, then exporting data, you might need to export the data to Excel file or any other data option or like Stata or whatever. So exporting needs this command first. When you want to export, you want to show which data frame you want to export. So my data frame is df underscore wdi underscore who, which is this one. This one I want to export. After all reshaping and merging, this is my data frame. And for after that data frame name, I have to give two, sorry, two underscore Excel. So this is the part of command for exporting. Instead of to Excel, you can put other thing to Stata or to CSV. And when you put the data, so to Excel, then what name, in what name you want to export, in what name, or you can say it's saving, in what name you want to save this data frame. So in my data frame name is exactly, I give the same name, but it could be different name than this name. This name is the data frame here, but this name you want to give, you can give another name what you want to save, but I have given just same name as my preference. Then you have to put the data frame data type. So in Excel, as you know, which is x.xlsx. So within the comma. So once you run this, it has been exported, but it is not yet taken to any specific folder. So to take any specific local folder, you need to call the package files. Though it is already done when I upload the data Excel file, this Excel file into Google Colab, then I have already ran this command, as you can remember, from google.colab import files. You don't need to do again. However, I did it again. Then basically this is the line when you make download option, the files, what package you have called. So it is a part of command files dot download. This is the part of command. Then within the double inverted comma, you put the data frame name, whatever name you given here. Okay, whatever the name you given here. I mean, whatever the name you saved. Yeah, you save the file in this name, then you have to put this name here. If you do that, if you run this, then basically it will ask which local file. This see the browser, sorry, Windows Explorer will be open. So which data frame name you want to give? Sorry, which folder you want to save it? So I give somewhere else. Okay, whatever. Say if I save it here, just in the download, then it will be saved. You see, it will be saved. show in folder. See, data frame has come. I can open it. See, data has come in Excel file. As data has come in Excel file, now you can take this data in any other software like Stata, eViews, or whatever your preferred software for any econometric analysis. Like you want to do panel data regression, might be Stata is good. Even you can do in Python. I'll show it slowly. How can you do a panel data regression in Python, a simple regression in Python? I'll make further video on that.